Hey, what is going on, guys? So we are live, and today marks 42 weeks down. I'm super excited about it. If you guys have been checking this out, then you saw the post that I made today. The last 2 months, we've done 56,000 in sales. But real quick, I'm going to jump into what we have done for the whole time we've actually been in business to show you just how much we have done in the past 2 months. So real quick, here are the results from the past 42 weeks. Kind of auto-focused. All right. So what that says is $76,164.87 in sales. We've sold a total of 1,191 items. Of course, we've had some returns. That's just part of the game. That's part of selling things in the online space, especially right now when shipping times are super delayed. But the total ordered items that we have actually sent out is 979 items. And so our average sales per order item is $77.80. So what that means is that each item that we're selling, it's averaging right around 77. And, 2 sales, 150 roughly. And so some days we'll sell like $100 worth, 120. Other days it'll be like right around 50 to 30. So it all depends on what product we're selling. So you may be asking, Tobias, what is it that you do? So what I do is I literally have a business, an LLC that was set up by the company I got started with. They helped me set up everything. But I signed up for this service. I paid a service provider to service my Amazon store. So what we do is we have a partnership with a vendor company. And what that vendor company does is it gives us discounted rates on specific items, right? And so now our team, what they do, the team that we pay 30% of our profits every single month when we make 10%. So you see 56,000, reality says that is actually $5,600. And then I pay my team 30% of that. So yes, it looks good, but in reality, it's only like $5,000. But $5,000 is still better than where we were 3 to 6 months ago. And so I'm just super pumped because you can see that it is growing each and every month. And it's really starting to scale, which is what we want. That's what we want to see. But pretty much what this service is a service I bought into. What you do is you pay $30,000 to get started with this company. And what they do is they set up an LLC for you. They get your resell licenses, which is what you have to do to resell items from another vendor company. And then on top of that, they're starting up a fulfilled by merchant. Like they have specific products that are only allowed for them to sell. And then you're able to make a percentage off of that, a higher percentage than like 10 to 20%. So what I'm doing right now is specifically through a vendor company. They haven't migrated everyone to the new lane or the new avenue, which is also doing fulfilled by merchant. And so the reason I put in the title, the description, like, okay, we made less sales this month than last month. Is that a bad thing? Like, is that good? Like, what's going on, right? So with it is a good thing. The reason being is because our last products that we were selling last month, they did sell a lot of them, but they weren't that profitable. With that being said, we only made around 7% profits due to some items jumping up in price very quick. And the automated service didn't have time to readjust fast enough. So we did end up sending out like a handful of items that were that were overpriced in my personal opinion. And, that stuff happens. It's just things happen. You can't expect a team to be perfect, but when you can get started with like a service provider that is not just telling you, hey, we're going to make you hundreds of thousands of dollars, like within 6 months, then like, okay, I can trust them because they're not trying to just give me a quick fulfillment. They're not just trying to get me a bunch of sales really fast, which ends up leading to account suspensions. It ends up leading to a lot more problems down the road, like account termination, which means you can't sell on Amazon. So what's the point if you can't passively earn a well, not a lot, but like a decent amount of money to potentially replace your full-time income, right? So that is the question I have for you. What is the point to make quick money when you could invest into something that's going to make you money over time? With the service provider I'm with, they say that, we will try to get your money back within 12 months. That's, the goal. But if you don't get at least 30% of it back, which 30,000 investment, 30% of that's about $10,000. If you don't get that back within 12 months, you can sell your store back to the service provider and they will pay you the remaining balance so that they can mitigate the risk that you have. Now, me personally, I don't think I would do that either way. We're pretty much there to paying off all of our income that we started with. And once we hit month 12, we're expected to just profit everything that we are making, which hopefully will be at the $100,000 a month mark, which in reality makes $10,000 profit. And then after we pay our team, we keep $7,000. So, it's a lot of stuff moving around. There's a lot of moving pieces. There's a lot of moving parts. But what do? I pretty much service the account. I make sure everything's good with being able to scale the store. I make sure everything's good with doing my taxes. I make sure everything's good with the LLC. And then we have multiple different teams that we literally have a legal binding, contract saying what they are going to provide me and what I am, expecting from them. And so it's allowed me to be in the military, to be able to go to work every single day for like 12 to 16, 18 hours sometimes, right? And not have to put down this passive income stream. Now I still have a business, it's still running, but I'm allowing other people to run it for me so that I can have time doing the things that I need to be doing at that moment. And so the cool part is, literally May 7th, I'm out of the military. Actually, I start my terminal leave, which is, my pay time off essentially for everyone not in the military. Paid time off, and I have that for about a month or two, and then I will be a full-time entrepreneur during that time. And then afterwards, I'll be going to school. I'll be a student and a full-time entrepreneur, and we're expected to not have to go back to a traditional job ever again. Will I still be working? Heck yes, but probably a lot harder, but it will be doing things that I actually enjoy doing rather than things I have to do. And so with that, that was a little long-winded. I just wanted to give a brief summary. It's been a while since I went down and showed, and told you guys what this service is about and how, it's honestly benefited my life, my family, and literally it's going to impact our lives for the next 2 to 5 years. The next year is going to be the really big turning point for our business. So we're super excited, and hopefully we can set up a store for Tori. That's, another story for another time, but another store for Tori. And then we can get, double profits coming in passively, which allows me to spend all my time doing affiliate marketing and other stuff like that and be able to grow multiple streams of wealth, which is what everyone wants to do. But the problem with that, right, is we get so sidetracked. It's like, oh yeah, I'm doing this business. And then someone's like, hey, I got this great thing for you. Come do this great thing. And then the moment you start doing that great thing, you forget that you still have another business. You neglect that business and you start spending all your time on this other business. And so that is something you don't want to do if you really want multiple streams of income. But anyways, I'm going to jump into this. So this month we have, what is it? $19,690 in sales. Of course, that announcement about COVID-19 and how they aren't going to judge your stores as hard as they normally do on Amazon due to late shipping and all that. We're down 40% from the last month. But we've been growing really, really steady. And this is where I want to show you that it's really not that big of a deal for a moment to not sell as much as you did at one point, like 2,000 a day or 4,000 or 1,500 every single day, right? Because right now we have a total of 513 items in our store, with the active items pushing, like right now they're at 266 items. So half of our items are inactive, but we have 266 active, which means that, literally, we are able to sell even more than we have ever been able to. It takes a while before they take traction, before they actually hit, before they actually start selling. And then they get this thing called buy box, which literally is putting you at the top of the search engine, the very top of the search engine, where when people go on Amazon, they search for something, you pop up first, right? So that is what buy box is, and it takes time to get that. Once you get buy box, you start selling a lot of items, because no matter who it is, everyone around the world, well, the US for me, because that's where I sell, but everyone in the US, when they search for this item, I'm going to be the first one on the list. And then what happens? It's an influx of sales. We had buy box for, I think, 4% of our items, and we were selling anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 items every single day. And so that was pretty hectic, because we were moving around only $9,000 of capital, paying off cards, using the money that we got to pay off more cards and keep growing it and scaling it. Of course, we're getting the profits at the back end, but we want to scale to 100,000 a month. That is the goal. That's what we're striving for, and that is what we're going to get to. But anyways, guys, with that, the reason why I'm not worried about selling less is because, one, my team, they stay in constant contact with me. They send me messages. They say, hey, you're a little low on this card. We tried to charge it. It didn't go through. I'm like, okay, try these other two. I got like a lot of credit cards that I use to fund the business, revolving credit in a sense. And it's been like very, very difficult at times, but it's also been very good, because we get a lot of bonuses from using those cards, like cash back. We always pay off the cards immediately, so we get quite a bit of cash back. But anyways, I'm not worried, because our profit margins, literally what they put in the note for last month is, we want to increase your profit margins. So they are focused, all their attention is focused on increasing profit margins, which means that you are literally going to, kind of push aside getting a whole bunch of sales, and now target in on those sales that you're getting right now and increase the profits on them, so that we're not making 7% for the whole month, but we're actually making the 10% or 15% or 20% like we're striving for. And then, after we pay our team, everyone's winning, because we are making more profits at the end of the day. The virtual assistants who are helping out, they're making more profits. Our store is making more profits, and then everyone is happy. But anyways, guys, 42 weeks down. It's been an amazing process. It's been a journey. I'm not going to lie to you. You think a passive income stream where literally you're just the capital funding person behind everything that's working, because the other people are subject matter experts and they know how to do it excellently, right? You think that would just be easy, a walk in the park, but in reality, it has its ups and downs. You have to find funding. You have to use third-party funding. You have to go to your banks. You have to go to different places to try to get your LLC credit cards and everything like that. But, it's just a process, but it is something that I've enjoyed. I've enjoyed overcoming the difficulties. I've enjoyed being able to push past the pain and get through all those challenges. And to be honest, I think it's made me a better person to this day. But anyways, guys, I really do hope you enjoy this. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. We can jump on a actual phone call. We can jump on a video call. We can talk on Facebook Messenger. I'd love to chat, see how you can get started for $0 down like I did myself. It's honestly changed my life, and I can't vouch for a service as much as I can for this one. But with that, guys, if you like this video, definitely drop a like down below. If you think someone else will find value from it, share it, because it makes me smile like I am right now. As always, let's go out there. Let's revive our lives together. Let's get it done. And until the next video, have a good one.